All right, all right, all right. I just couldn't resist coming on and doing a live video here. So uh, this is interesting because Andre Carson has a virtual. Let's see if I can get this done here. A virtual uh, has a virtual. Sorry about that. I'm trying to produce and promote and all that here at the same time. He's got a virtual town hall on Facebook today at 4:30. Well, it's about 4:43, and this is what you got so far. This is what they're doing. So you see here, they got this, they got that. They can't even get online to do a lot to do this. So you see Andre's person there. Okay, this Carolyn Ellert. She's doing a great job. It goes on for 22 seconds there, and then goes off. And then, see, there's this, all this, and, you look down here, and it's like two people are going. So there's not a ton of people on here anyway. Here's 26 minutes ago. Here's 26 minutes ago. They did another whole 37 seconds, but nothing came on. Here's another 38 seconds, I think. Yeah, here's another 28 seconds. That's what we have. That's what we have. So I'm going to do a little live one here. So if you are in the comments or whatever, I'll answer your questions because looks like Andre can't quite get it done with his thing. And then you see that Shana Tova, they're wishing the Jewish folks a happy new year. The same guy that wouldn't condemn the Hamas terrorism out of 10 out of the 290 congressmen and women that condemned the Hamas attack of October 7th last year, which is coming up, and he's got the nerve to wish him a happy new year. He voted against funding the Iron Dome. He voted twice against funding anything of humanitarian efforts with Israel. So, folks, I tell you, this is a guy that's supposed to be our congressman that's representing District 7 here, and he's missing in action. He doesn't come anywhere. It's time for him to go. And I'm the guy that make him go. And it just frustrates me to no end that they protect this guy. I've been to several they deleted the videos. Okay, well, let's see what's happened here. So it's still on mine. I'm going to refresh here and see what they've done. Yeah, look, it is all gone. So like I put on there, great job, 30-second live video. I understand. I'm not going to be too critical about online stuff because 4 years ago when I started doing it, we had all sorts of fun. There were some shows we never got online. So I get it. But at this caliber, at this level of representation, you need to have it together. I'm very concerned about this because if this is how he treats the committees he's on, I mean, it's unacceptable. This is embarrassing, in fact. I've not used the word embarrassing with him. Disappointed I've used with him, but this is as a constituent of District 7, the U.S. House of Representatives, 435 people in there. I wonder if the other 434 people are not able to have a Facebook Live video. It amazes me. I saw this. I pulled up my stuff here, and guess what? This is how I will convey our message to you. I will have a live show and I will have comments like this. So here we got Troy. This is how you do it, Andre. Hey, Troy, it's good to see you. I know you watch some of our other stuff. I wish you luck in beating Carson. He definitely needs to be removed from that chair. Yeah, I would agree with that. Here's Spiro. How many times did he tell you he would debate you? Yeah, he said 2 virtual debates. I'll take the challenge because he can't even get online. He can't even get online to have the debate. I just can't. And then Slick Witty says they deleted the videos. So I think what was happening is they were trying to go live and they couldn't make a connection for wherever Andre's hiding. He's probably under a bridge somewhere. I don't know where he hides, but he is definitely not a representation. He's not a representative that comes out in the community. You're going to see we are really starting our blitz right now. We have a lot of events that we're going to. Tonight, I have a meet and greet up in Lawrence at a park up there. I might be able to just go to my page here and scroll through what I have going on. The heck with old Andre Carson. Let's look and see what I have going on here. So John Schmitz for Indiana. Go to John Schmitz for Indiana on your Facebook, and let's go to what I have going on here. So let's see. Oh, I got a live chat going on with the mouthwash. Look at that. That's awesome. I see myself on there. And I'm doing that there. There's my live chat from yesterday. I was down at Madam Walker Theater. Andre was not. Uh, Tina Cosby had me on her show for about 15 minutes. There's my schedule. There's my schedule. We got this one's going to be fun. Look at this generational family feud. That's going to be fun there. Here's my job. This is what I do in the mornings. I go get my crew ready to go, make sure they have everything they need, and I go out campaigning. And then this is what we have tonight. Here we go tonight. This is it. Meet and greet. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, look at that. Look at this technology. I got big thumbs and everything. I still can get it done. Andre, if you need some help with the live stuff, give me a holler. I'll get on it. I'll get on it. So, oh, look, Spiro's, he's getting all fancy. If you click on that schedule, you'll get more, So, yes, I got to give a shout out to Spiro Rucklianos. He's my campaign manager. We don't have any paid staff. I mean, Andre's got paid staff that's supposed to be able to do this. We don't have any paid staff. I have a ton of volunteers. This is going to be a great thing up there at the Lewis Ginn Memorial Park tonight. These folks, you see the people that are hosting that, the precinct committeemen. Sharon Cobble is just working her tail off on this. Karen Ray's, she's in, her vice. They're going around. They passed out hundreds of flyers to their neighbors. Samantha Duncan, I can't say enough about these. Robin Marks, they're great people. I didn't ask them to do this. They're doing this because they care about their community and they want to see some changes, some positive changes. And, I always say, you don't go to something unless you have something better to go to. Folks, I am definitely better to go to than this guy. The more I get into this, the more he dodges me, the more I see what his record is, the more we should all be disappointed on this. And it's sad. So here's another example. Watch this, Andre. This is how you do it. Here's Troy. He's got another comment. I don't even have to read it because I can answer any questions that people have here. Every phone is available to go live. Oh, so he's got no excuse. You get the message out there here. You know what, Troy? There's a lot what you just said there. If you want to do something bad enough, you'll get it done. And I'll tell you what, I want to represent District 7 bad enough that I will get it done. And we have basically a month to get this done. I'm going to I got some earned media. I just did an interview with the Star News today. I don't know if they call it the Star News. That's showing my age. I was a Star delivery boy in 1970. You see, I didn't get this gray hair by being young. That's for sure. So this is what we're up against, people. This is what we're up against. Now, the Democrats are going to get their people out and they're going to make them vote because Orange man bad, 2025, gerrymander, all that. That's garbage. We need better representation. And we need somebody that's going to serve the community. You look at my record, I got receipts. I got receipts of what we've done in Mars Hill, what I've helped with people over my entire life. And I'm ready to take that nationwide like ZZ Top. So I have to go. I have to go here directly because I'm going to be up at this event and I have to go to it. And I live in Mars Hill and it's in Lawrence. And I don't know if you've traveled around 465 or maybe on some of the roads with all this construction. It could be a journey. I may have to get a hotel just to get through it because it took me an hour and 15 minutes last time to get up there and we have to do a little setup. But I just wanted to, get on here and see that you can go live. It's not hard and you can do it with quality and it's not that bad. Oh, I want to go through a couple more things here. Bear with me and we'll do, let's do another, let's see, we have this coming up. Oh, this is another thing that I think, we have registered vote. You have, we're going to do this at the Art Center and people that aren't registered, they can come over, have a little pizza, a little soft drinks, might even tell a couple bad dad jokes. If you're a candidate, come on over. Everybody's welcome. I have to put my Art Center hat on here. I did put paid for by Schmitz for Indiana on there because I'm buying the pizza and I don't want to have the FEC come after me for any reason. But this is a nonpartisan event. We register anybody. We don't care who you vote for. And I tell people in your neighborhood, if you do not vote, politicians don't care about you. That's the only thing that keeps us from being a third world country is that our vote counts against these people that think they're privileged. They can go hide and they're treated like a prince. and they can't even get online to do a video. So this is how we get rid of them. We go vote. And I need you to tell 10 of your friends to go vote because I'm an underdog by about 40,000 votes. I like a challenge. I like a challenge. So this one we have, let's see, let's go to another one here. And I usually don't do this. So this is, I just like started doing this just because, I could, I guess. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I don't even want to show you that letter there. That just chaps my, well, I have 3 more minutes to tell you. So I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to show it to you. This is a letter. I've been trying to get a meeting with Andre Carson for about a year and a half to talk about the floodplain in Mars Hill. Now, I will say he did get $1.3 million set aside for this. I don't know where it went. I guess it went to the city. The last I heard from the city was over 2 years ago about their plan that was going to cost $10 million, which included the Kentucky Avenue Bridge, nothing to do with Mars Hill. They basically rolled a bunch of garbage in there. They wanted to put a 75-year TIF on my neighbors and me for this, which is illegal because 25 is the longest you can have before you have to sundown it. They did do no research on retainage ponds to stop the flow of water coming down through the creek. And their plan was horrible and it was just over bloated. I could fix this project for $1.3 million. And I told that to Andre Carson's face and he looked like a deer in the headlights. He had no idea what I was talking about and all that. Well, here, this is one of my favorite people on the show. I'm going to vote for you. Well, Jeremy, man, you're all right. You're a wise man. I say all the cool kids are voting for Schmitz. So, oh, look, yeah, Troy said that money's gone. Well, it goes to the city and it sits there. I'm going to put this challenge out to Andre Carson or anybody listening that doubts my receipts on how to fix this stuff. You give me that $3.1 million. You give me, let me pick my own engineers. I don't know. I'll even take the city engineers. I don't care. I just need a couple engineers. I need one that's going to be able to do the hydraulics on what the area is and how much rainfall and all that. I don't have those, but I already know where we can do retainage ponds. I already know how we can do this. Oh, the other thing is they wanted to take property out of each of these homeowners' backyards. Now, folks, I don't know if you've ever been to Mars Hill, but these folks don't have much, but what they have, they're proud of. And when the government wants to come take half your backyard to make this shelf, instead of retainage ponds in a different area, they want to make a shelf so that sort of retains the water. I could explain this better with some drawings. I don't have those. But that requires the property owners to give up more of their backyard, more of their property. My plan would not have that. I would not have that. Our neighbors would be able to keep their property and their backyards intact. So those were the 4 things that I found problems with it. And I brought those up in their meeting 2 years ago, and we haven't heard anything back since. So they you know what? That's not far off. They burned that money up having meetings. That's not. So I'll give you a quick example of how the city spends money. $236,000 they spent about 8 or 10 years ago on a study. You know how they like to do studies. On a study that's going to end homelessness in 6 years. Remember when I said 8 to 10 years ago, they did a study that's going to end homelessness in 6 years. Folks, homelessness has doubled in 6 years that I've started serving homeless. We used to serve 40 to 60. We're serving 80 to 100. It's not working. Their little study was a waste of $236,000. And I would, as elected, I will change the formula on how this funding gets to the poor people. Right now, it has to go into 2 different programs. The city has to have them set up. One's like a blueprint thing, and one's another acronym for something. And all those is bloated bureaucrats. They pay about 12 salaries to people that come up with ideas that sound good that don't work. The boots on the ground, like Kathy Albright, Tag Griffin, the folks that are out there actually doing the work. Brian Walls, those guys are doing the work. They get very little funding. That needs to change. So I don't want to go through all my stuff there. But anyway, this letter they've sent to me 3 times. They sent it to me back. You can see when it says, they sent it to me last year, I think, late, maybe a year ago, because I've really been working on this for a while. They made me fill out a form. I filled out a form, and then they gave me the runaround. Then they sent me a letter, the same letter they sent. Now, what this is here, Loma, that's a letter of map amendments. Now, I know Steve Whitmer's on here. He actually went through this. Uh, he actually went through this process, and it worked because part of his floodplain was part of his lot was in the floodplain, but his house wasn't. So he got the. I don't know if he got a certificate or if he just said, "Hey, this is what I have," and did it himself. But it cost my homeowner here in Mars Hill, this city's making tear down his house. Uh, he had to we got him a flood certification, just like they're talking about. So you get a flood certification to tell if your house is in the floodplain or not. Well, we know it's in the floodplain; it's in the map. So you go and you see if your house. So basically, this says if you can prove you're not in the floodplain, which you already are, you can spend $1,500, like this gentleman did, and then it comes back and they didn't accept it. It's $1,500 wasted. How does the average homeowner, how does somebody figure out this stuff? That's what we have representatives for, and officials and elected officials. You should be able to call that person and they should be able to explain to you what exactly this means. And you should be smart enough not to send something out that doesn't work. It's going to cost a homeowner $1,500 and they're going to be right back in square number one. But you see, Andre signed it there, so I'm sure he read it. I'm sure he understands exactly how this stuff goes, because when I was talking to him about the floodplain, he could care less. He was more worried that I was standing next to him than it was about what we were talking about. So that you can tell I'm a little bit I get a little excited. Oh, here's one that I'm liking this one. Let's see if I can make it come up. Oh, that's terrible. What happened? What happened? Now I see me live again. That's good. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get down to this one I have here is a fun one. It's going to be fun. It's the I don't have it up. Mm-hmm. It is going to be the Family Feud. Well, we can't call it that. We have to call it the generational feud, because we don't want to, get sued by Steve Harvey, right? We don't want to have it. So let me see if I can get down to it here. This is one I wish I had some music that I could play while I was scrolling. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, here it is. This is the event. I'll just put it on I'll just do it like that. There's the event. I just posted it over at the dugout. This is going to be fun. We got door prizes. We have tickets for 4 people to go to the escape room and drinks. It's about a $400 value as a door prize. I'm also going to, now be prepared here. This is what really people are going to go after. I'm going to go ahead and have a door prize of a dozen farm fresh chicken eggs from the Chateau de Marzille, hatched or laid just right back here in my backyard by my own personal chickens. We're gonna have that as a door prize. We're gonna have some other stuff, but we're gonna have fun. I already got the surveys made out. I'm gonna be Steve Harvey. This is gonna be fun. So if you don't fit in one of these, say I have a silent generation, which is the one behind me. My parents were the silent generation. That's cool. You can come too. We'll let you be baby boomers. Okay, we'll let you be that. If you want to come, you're old, and I'll come pick you up if you need picked up. But it's going to be baby boomers versus Gen X, millennials versus Gen Z. And what'll happen is you'll come in and we'll have you in groups of what you are. So, and then we'll do some, it'll be sort of like a trivia thing. So whatever the question is, I'll have you come up and you'll do the Family Feud thing off and you'll pick it. And whoever gets that, they get to go back. And then you can all be the family. And then you'll just have one person speaking for you to do, for the answers. And we'll just do it like the Family Feud. I mean, it's not going to be real fancy. We won't have a big board or anything. And I'm not as funny as Steve Harvey, but I'm sure going to try. So I got to go. I would tell you more events because we do have more coming up. But I got to go. You can come see me tonight at the park. That's right. You can come see me at the park. So anyway, I'm going to stop this part here. Get that out of there. Okay, there you go. And you can see my pretty face. And I thank you guys for coming on. See, we have all these people up here, uh, that just hopped on here, and I didn't even advertise. So I do want to, while we're here, I want to see if they, uh, if Andre's got it back going yet at all. Let's see what they have here. Bear with me 1 second. Nope, nothing. They don't have anything. We're not helpful as I don't currently have IG, and we are expecting a Facebook Live event. Melina is not happy. She's not happy that it's not on there. It's not on there. It's oh wait, maybe they're on Instagram. Oh wait, maybe on Instagram. It says live here. We're okay. He is live finally. Okay. Well, let's see. I will. Let's see here. I will do. Okay, I'm gonna pull them up. Hold on. Let me see here if I can get this. Okay, share screen. Let's see what we have
changed.
here.
Many folks are working virtually. Some
All right.
folks are
I don't
using a
have my
hybrid
earpiece in, so
model,
I
and
can't hear
it's
anything.
been adopted on Capitol Hill and other parts of the federal government. And the clean energy sector is growing very rapidly. Even the big three automakers have stated that in the next 10 to 15 years, 80 to 90% of their vehicles fleet will be fully electric. And so that is a big jump. It's a job creator. I think that Indiana has a growing biotech and tech sector. We're going to see a lot of job
Can
creation
everybody
as a
hear
result.
this okay?
And the infrastructure bill, we've been able to bring back millions of dollars for infrastructure, which is a job creator. So we're going to increase commerce. We're going to increase tourism. We're still the amateur sports capital of the world right here in Indianapolis. And we host the largest single sporting day event in the entire world, the Indy 500. We can't forget that. And so Indiana has a lot going on. We've got it going on. We're the best kept secret in America. We are the Wakanda of North America. I have to say that. But, I think it's important to note that Indiana has been selected as a tech hub, as a result of the CHIPS Act, which I supported and voted for. It has some dialogue. It's going to support funding for workforce development programs and also training efforts, including funding for great organizations like Recycle Force, located right here in Indianapolis, which provides youth training programs. We work with them regularly. We also host a youth opportunities fair targeted to young people. We also are working regularly with employers to provide a job fair where a lot of people are hired on the spot. As it relates to debt, Mr. Smits, we are working regularly to curtail excessive government spending. I think a lot of that spending has to do with, as someone who serves on the Armed Services Committee, Intelligence Committee, Transportation, and the Select Committee on China, it looks like looking very critically not only at our federal footprint as it relates to our real estate portfolio, but it also looks at our war spending. We know that we have hundreds, nearly 1,000 military bases and installations, and we still want to protect our men and women who serve. I come from a military family. We constantly want to protect them, but we also want to reduce our military footprint. Our taxpayer dollars should not be used to fund these wars and proxy wars. We have crumbled infrastructure in our country. We have internal national security threats that must be addressed. We have an educational infrastructure that is outdated, and it has to have a series of capital infusions across regions, across cities, across states, so that our taxpayer dollars can be realized in a way that meets modernity, so folks can become self-employed and can become employed and become productive citizens of society, so that we can create those high-paying jobs, so that we can develop the future of those folks who will contribute to a greater society. town hall debate, Mr. Smith, we have presented you options several times, virtual options. You've declined. That's unfortunate, but we're here representing the people very proudly and honorably. But thank you for your question, sir.
Okay, well, I think we're about to wrap up. So I wanted to end on a little bit of a fun note. So a little bit of a different type of question. We know Indianapolis is a buzz because
That
Taylor Swift
is a
coming next
lie.
month.
He has not done
So
anything
do
for
you
us.
have a
As far he's not
favorite
offered us a
Taylor
thing.
Swift song? And if not a Taylor Swift song, I'm sure people would love to know what artist you're listening to. You're a member of the Hip Hop Caucus, former musician. So wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
You know, I would probably have to say "You Belong to Me."
It's a classic.
That's my favorite. I like 22. I like He's So Tall. Wildest Dreams. That's my joint. I like gosh, I was just listening to it this morning. No, we're gonna be forever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Lord.
I can't remember it.
I like Bad
Is
Blood,
that-
but gosh, what is that song?
Further Down in Flames.
Like Blank Space.
Oh,
Blank
yeah.
Space. That's my song.
Yeah.
Blank Space. Blank Space. Yes,
Yeah.
Immortal Technique. He's dope, Simpson. I like Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm excited about Taylor Swift coming to Indy. I think it's going to be great. You know, she's here for 2 days. I think it's phenomenal. So, Jackson 5, absolutely. Rest in peace, Tito Jackson. His niece came to our hip hop panel not too long ago.
Nice
she showed
deflections.
up. She's also a musician. So shout out to Gary, Indiana, and the entire Jackson family. Thank you, Blank Space. Absolutely. But shout out, rest in peace to Tito Jackson, and our prayers go out to the Jackson family.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, everyone. If we didn't get to your question, feel free to send us a message and we'll get back to it. And we'll probably have another one of these soon. But thank you, everyone, for joining.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
All right. That is it. That is all they've done. And I that guy is a straight up liar. He has not answered Spiro's requests. He's not answered mine. And you just heard him lie right there. And Spiro sent me a message. I got to go. I should have been gone a minute ago. So, but I am already ready to go. So I'm good. But hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I just hate that we have him as our representative. But I'm going to do my best to fix that. And the straight up lie that he just told about this debate is ridiculous. So anyway, I'm going to play my ending here. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Peace out. I hope we have Josh Cummins coming back on, because Facebook finally got done shadow banning me or whatever they're doing. So it looks like everything's working. And so we will have a show next Tuesday, and Stock Market Neophytes at noon tomorrow. So I'm pretty happy about that, because I actually made a pick that did quite well. So if you tune in at noon tomorrow for Stock Market Neophytes with Gary, and see how we're doing, and we will have Magic 8-Ball picks that are always accurate and all that. So, hey, peace out.